Alright, this is another video talking about my Kahr CM9. I guess the main point of this video is now that I've had the Kahr CM9 for a while, I can talk a little bit more about it. And I just have to say the main drawback that I like it a lot. I like the way it looks. I like how compact it is. It was kind of an eye-opener how I can't shoot accurately with it, apparently. I'm going to work some more on that, but I guess it's a combination of the double-action trigger, how small it is, my personal habit of flinching, I guess. But yeah, I can shoot well with my Glock 19. I can't shoot with that thing too well. I mean, I'm trying to tell myself it's good enough for a 7-yard self-defense situation or whatever. But yeah, I guess the point of this video is just to continue with my evolving thoughts on the CM9. I love the gun. I love how compact it is. The weight is pretty good, 19 ounces, but it's just not pocket carryable, in my opinion. I tried multiple times. Maybe it would work for you, but wearing big jeans for me, it just prints too much in the front pocket. You know, trying different holsters doesn't really matter. I was surprised that the different holsters do not really break up the outline much. It's weird. I even got the DeSantis Superfly, which has a big flap on the front. And the whole point of the big square flap that velcros to the, it's kind of a normal DeSantis style pocket holster. But then it has a big flap that you can velcro on there. And that makes the whole thing look like a big day planner or almost book size, you know, very small book size. Or, you know, the idea would be it gives you like one big square outline, so it's breaking up the outline of your gun totally. I thought, hey, that's perfect. That's what I need. So I went and mail ordered that sucker, $30 or whatever it was. The good part is you can take the flap off and just use it as a regular, perfectly fine DeSantis style pocket holster. So you don't really lose much. I mean, it's like maybe $10 more than the normal DeSantis holster. So you're not, but you know, you're not. If it doesn't work for you, just use it as a regular holster, I guess, without the flap, and it's fine. So you're not really out a lot of money or anything. You know, it's $5–10 difference in price to the normal holster anyway. But yeah, even with that, it's amazing. But you still get the printing because it's like the gun is just, you know, it's underneath everything, and its outline just goes through damn near everything. You know, especially because the corner that's away from the gun of whatever holster or flap or anything that you have will tend to get like depressed in because there's nothing underneath it, and it still shows the outline of the gun, you know. I mean, not terrible or anything, I'm not trying to overblow it, but I found the flap on the DeSantis Superfly fairly useless. I think that it's about the same as the other holster as without the flap, and so I'd just use a regular pocket holster. But yeah, it prints anyway, you know, no matter what, it seems like. You'd have to put it in probably a steel box to really eliminate printing. Because like I said, any kind of fabric that you get in a square, well, the fabric's going to give a lot more than the gun. The gun's made out of metal and plastic. So you're going to end up with a smushed down corner in a gun-looking thing that doesn't smush down, you know. That's been my experience anyway. You know, it probably all depends on body type, pocket size, material of your jean, you know, material of your pants, whether you're wearing jeans and, you know, all that sort of thing. But for me, so yeah, it's been disappointing in that respect. I do not find the CM9 by and large, and maybe, again, I always say maybe I'll change. Maybe in 6 months I'll be like, hey, you know, I've been pocket carrying CM9 like crazy. It's great or whatever. But for now, it's not pocket carryable in my opinion, by and large. I mean, it would be also, I think, in small doses. Like, I'm always thinking, like, let's say you were going to a bad part of town. You honestly expected, hey, it's a bad part of town I need to travel to do something. I'm going to take my, you know, bigger caliber 9 instead of my pocket 380. I'm thinking you could probably, you know, it's something you could probably get away with occasionally like that, but yeah, and it's heavy, you know, and this, as I said many times, it's pretty much the smallest, lightest major brand 9 I know of, so you're not, you know, anything else is just going to be bigger and heavier. M&P Shield's bigger and heavier, Ruger LC9's bigger and heavier, you know, you're not getting better than this, that's for sure. Glock 43 is probably a little bigger, and I don't know if it's actually heavier, probably is heavier, actually. So you're not, you know, you're not beating this in a 9, and yeah, it's a little disappointing. If I had it all to do over again, knowing that it doesn't seem particularly pocket carryable, I very well might have gone for the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't in some ways. Because of a few things, the M&P Shield was about $100 cheaper after rebate. It was going for like $225 to $240, and I paid after, I think I calculated out, the one I was about to pull the trigger on buying was $240 counting everything. I always say out the door when I mean counting everything. That means counting my FFL transfer fee, everything. I think, and after the rebate, which the rebate is easy because you can do it online. You don't even have to mail it in like most annoying rebates. And I looked at the online site. It's very easy. It's like you put in your social number, you upload a picture of the receipt, which anyone with a smartphone can easily do. You know, it's very easy. It's not like an annoying cut out the UPC on the box type of rebate like you see in computer parts a lot. So that's a rebate that I definitely would have done. So yeah, just with the M&P Shield after the rebate and everything, the one I was looking at, you know, almost was thinking about pulling the trigger on purchasing for a day or two, was $240 after everything, including the rebate, of course, you know, subtracting the rebate. And this car ended up being $330 after everything. And the whole reason I went with the car is because it's smaller, you know, and I was hoping it would be pocket carryable. But the fact it's not. And here's another big thing. I ended up having to buy another magazine for the car that ran me $30. So the real price of the car was $360. I mean, I didn't have to, but who wants a gun with one magazine? Not only that, but the factory magazine is a 6-rounder. And as you see in this picture, I have the 7-rounder extended, which is less concealable, but the whole thing of it was I wanted this gun to do double duty as a truck gun as well. Maybe carry it sometimes, also just keep it under my seat in the truck. So I wanted like more ammo capacity as well. So that's kind of why I got the extended mag, but it only adds 1 round, so you're looking at 7. You put one in the pipe, you're looking at 8. That's with the extended mag. So yeah, it's still, I don't consider that really enough for a truck gun. If I'm looking at a truck gun, ideally it'd be like a 15-round Glock or something. That coupled with how inaccurate I am at the range really kind of, you know, I'm not sure how much this gun would be. Use this gun would be as a truck gun almost, you know. I mean, a Glock seems like it'd be a whole lot more effective. Maybe a Glock 26 as a truck gun, of course. The trade-off being not nearly as concealable. So yeah, that's always going to be the trade-off. And in a way, I like the concealability of the car a lot. So even now, I'm not 100% sure it was a mistake per se, because it's still more compact than any other 9, so that's still a big positive for it. Even if it doesn't cross that line into pocket carry, it's still, you know, generally speaking, more compact is better. But like I said, if I had to do all over again now, I honestly might go for that M&P Shield, because I would have saved the difference between after the extra magazine I had to get with the car. I didn't have to, but basically I ended up paying $360, $330 plus $30 for the extra mag. And another awesome thing about the M&P Shield is it comes with 2 mags, and it comes with a 7-rounder and an 8-rounder. So you get an extra round of capacity. Granted, the gun is bigger. But with the 8-rounder, you can put one in the pipe. You got 9 rounds. Now you're starting to get up there. You know, that's decent capacity. Also, I like how the M&P Shield the magazine, for lack of a better word, integrates much better. Like, see the LCP, how the magazine there, it's not an extended magazine on LCP. See how it kind of, like, it's almost like part of the grip, and it, you know, it's got a little dovetail, and it, you know, it's like part of the grip. And look at how the extra mag is on the CM9. It's this big thing glued on there. You know, it's not integrated at all. It's kind of ugly. And with the M&P Shield, even the 8-round extended mag, it's very well integrated with the grip. It's like part of the grip, and it looks a lot better and seems to be more sturdy almost to me. You know, I worry about my magazine getting ripped out or something on the car. You know, I'm always thinking, how well is that magazine locked in there, you know? Because it's just sitting there, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so that's the deal on that. I'm kind of thinking, you know, to save $120, and I think I might have been happier with the Shield, possibly. You know, it is bigger, but But it would have been better as a truck gun, and for $240, I mean, that's just so cheap. You just can't pass it up. And with the 2 mags, that's what keeps blowing my mind. That the Shield comes with 2 magazines, including the 8-rounder. But so now I'm actually thinking about selling the car and using the money to get a M&P Shield. But that's just a big hassle, and you usually end up losing money whenever you sell something. You know, you're not going to sell it for as much as you paid for it. Now, possibly since I got a good deal online, I might be able to actually sell this car for as much as I paid, or at least $300. But then again, smart people will know, hey, I can go online and get a car for $300. So it's kind of hard to say if I could get it, as much as I paid out of it or not. Plus, it's just a pain in the butt selling things. I've sold a lot of things, using websites, WhatsApp. The easiest way is eBay, because then you just mail it to somebody. But I'm not much of a people person, and any of these apps and stuff or gun websites where you're actually selling something, and you meet the person, and they I don't love those, just because I guess I just don't love interaction with strangers. And it's not anything where I've had bad experiences or anything yet, but it's just, I don't know, it's a hassle. So that's where I'm at right now. I really don't know, but it's the crux of it is I don't consider the CM9 pocket carryable. It is very, 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 very compact, and that's good in its own right, regardless of whether it's pocket carryable. But the fact that it doesn't cross that dividing line to pocket carryable, in my opinion, I don't know. I'm still thinking it over, but just the fact that I could have saved $100 and gotten a Shield, $130, I guess, it's kind of eating at me right now. And so yeah, that's about all I got on it. Especially like I said, I went to the range and I just couldn't even barely put some shots on paper at 7 yards. I don't know how the M&P Shield trigger is, but it might be better. It might not be a double action. Yeah, so that's the point of this video. CM9, not pocket carryable in my opinion. I'm kind of regretting it and maybe wishing I'd have gotten a Shield. Maybe.